In the heart of Dunedin, another heart was steadily growing today as donated cans grew in number for Presbyterian Support's midwinter food bank appeal. This year's campaign is aiming for more than 8,000 cans, the amount the food bank gives out to those in need during 1 month.
This year we've seen a huge number of goods come down from individuals, and we've also seen a huge increase in the number of gifts and donations that have come through from preschoolers. And I think that's just wonderful, because teaching children about giving and supporting others in their community at an early age is just so important.
Winter is the toughest time for families who are struggling, and often food comes last on the list of priorities for those doing it tough.
There's a whole range of bills that come into play for people in winter that just aren't there in summer, and we see the difference that the old, cold and costly housing in Dunedin has on families' ability to cope. We see the impact of extreme electricity bills. Often people will choose to reduce food in the family and make sure that they pay all their bills first. So this is where provision of food really becomes a big issue for families.
Each year pressure on the food bank increases, with the recession still biting in Dunedin and touching families right across the economic spectrum.
So even those where you've got two adult members of a family who've been in employment, sometimes there's changes in work hours, those sorts of things, they're making a huge difference to those families' ability to cope.
But this year, for the first time, a heart-shaped design has replaced the koru pattern of previous years.
This year we chose a heart because the students that have brought the cans along started forming it in a heart, and we thought that seemed to be a good way of expressing Dunedin people coming out, showing their affection for the city and their affection for the people who live in the city.
And at 2 p.m. today, more than 6,000 cans had been collected. Devi Narona, 39 Dunedin News.